No, I can't do it right now.
Why can't you do it now?
Yeah, come on.
It's too late. It's too late.
Yeah.
It is too late. Hey, why don't you do this? Follow and unmute right here.
Click and follow. Follow and unmute. Love it. I love that.
Can you point at it? Can you guys point at it? Just point at it like this. Wow. No, you're completely in the wrong spot, Game God.
Yeah, game. I don't know what Game
right.
God's pointing at.
What are you pointing at?
Right there. That's the end right there.
He's pointing at the jar. You point at the jar of the podcast sign?
Point at the jar,
I'm
bro.
pointing at the right spot. You can watch it on Facebook
Point
later.
to the other side. Point to the other side.
Look,
You're gonna
I'm
see.
watching on Facebook right now. You are not pointing down that.
You're gonna look
Point
funny. Come on.
I'm
Point the
watching
other
right
way.
now.
Are you kidding me?
There you go. There it is.
That's wrong. That's
That's
wrong.
not wrong.
That's
it.
wrong.
No, that's you.
I was watching on Facebook.
That's
Man,
it.
come on.
That's not what I have on my screen.
That's Rob. That's Rob right here. Rob, thanks for joining us, man. Right here. I'm pointing at this follow and unmute. Game God, go ahead. Point where you think it is.
Yeah. Point where you think it is.
Go ahead. Point.
Right there.
You think it's that way?
Where's he pointing, Rob? Where's he pointing?
Rob, where is he pointing? Is he pointing at the sign or no? Yes or no? That's. Please make fun of him now.
Yes.
Put your comments in the chat room. Is he pointing at the sign?
It's funny.
Yes.
It's on my screen. It's that way. Maybe because I have the mirror on.
You might want to take that off.
Yeah. Maybe you should.
I want to take that off. I'm just saying.
See? No.
No.
Rob said no.
No. No.
Hey, maybe I'm pointing at it.
Hey, perception is reality. So it's what I'm pointing at.
Should I reverse mine? I'm pointing at it. Does it not look like I'm pointing at it?
No. You're fine. You're fine, Magic Mike. You're fine.
Yeah. So that's how about
yeah,
that? Is that
no.
better?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Keep going. You take mirror off. You need to take mirror off. You need to know where you're pointing.
No, I just feel my way through life.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's the problem. Yeah. That's what we.
Let's see here.
That's what those are words that
Is that better?
Hey, so no, that's what are you doing?
Oh, that's
Is that better? Has it changed? Did the sign move for me? When I hit the change the mirror, did the sign move for me? I know
the Knicks are playing, Rob. We know.
Hey,
we know.
So just so you know, Rob,
No,
now
we're
going
gonna
to
knock out Transformers first
That's
thing.
right.
First thing. Don't say that,
for last.
That's wrong.
That's not right.
I know.
I
guess
but
show
I
and
have
tell
show and tell
already, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm asking for right now. Show and tell. Come on, bring it on.
You ready?
Yeah.
You got any show and tell?
Nah, I'm nothing for me today.
Okay, here we go.
You're the rich guy.
Inspired by Moose.
Ah,
That's the one I want. That's the one I want.
Pick that up. Hold on, but wait. There's more.
Hey, that's the one you were missing.
I haven't received my other ones. Oh, nice.
That is
nice.
cool. Look at that.
Yes,
that.
and look at here.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yes. I love that.
Numbered.
51 of
Numbered,
100.
Right. Nice.
Yep.
Talk
Of
about
drops.
big
I'll leave that part out.
I need to see if he's if they've sent my other ones off. I can't remember.
Moose forgot all about it till you just reminded him.
I did.
Wait a minute.
I'm guessing they're pretty busy because I had to reach out about mine specifically too. So
listen,
is that right?
if you go to an event and you're not ready to get busy,
you don't always know, man. I mean, listen, if you got Moose ordering it, you know it's going to be big. So if they didn't know it ahead of time, they would have made more.
that's like going on Shark Tank and didn't expect your sales to go.
Don't say the name, but I forgot what the name.
I won't say that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
while they looking there,
Here, let me text it to you.
No, just remind me later, just to look that up. I've forgotten.
Hey, Rob, they winning tonight, Rob? Are they winning tonight? Oh, look who's here. Look who's made it into the room.
Oh,
nice.
Here. Hello.
How are you doing?
He's doing her 3-minute cameo.
But she's in the jar though, you know.
Yeah, she's in the jar.
That's all that matters.
Hey,
we're gonna take bets on who's gonna win again.
Yeah. But you don't win if you don't stay to the end.
If I do it right now, we pull at the end. If I do it right now, Rob wins.
Hold on. Let's even the odds.
No. Right now, we're doing it. Oh no! Look, Rob lost. Look at this.
Oh, there you go.
Right. Get a winner. She won.
No bets. I win.
I win.
Oh, she turned on notifications. She figured out how to turn
Look
on
at
notifications.
Nice
Nice.
job.
Very good.
I thought the lady in the box always had notifications on. That's always listening.
Well, always listening, but
Always.
you still got to switch that setting to turn the notifications on.
That's very cool, Magic Mike. We got to get I got to get together on that and send those guys an email.
Listen,
All right,
listen, Moose. He got yours. That's what it was.
No,
Oh,
it was
that's
neither
what
one of
happened.
those. No.
They sent it to the wrong address or the right address, depending on who you are.
Is anybody let me ask you the two I see the folks in the chat room. Anybody collect the Funko Pop figures? Anybody in the chat room? Just curious.
I'm pretty sure Rob does. I'm pretty sure Rob does. Lady in the box said I haven't been
turned
on
it off. Oh, why did you do that? Don't turn it off.
Mm.
You can't say it turned off. So Rob does. Good.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Rob knows he's still waiting.
They both do.
See, there you go.
Oh, okay.
He's still waiting. That's funny. I think Game God threw him a hint at that. He's like, oh, I think Rob does. Yeah, Rob does.
Yeah.
That was it.
Hey,
right. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, I bet on him, and I know he wins. Here, I give him a little insider
There
trade.
you go.
That's all. Hey, you might want to buy this stock.
Buy this. Buy now. I think we have some to give out. Now we're not going to give them out this episode, but we do have some to give out, by the way, for those that
Man, you got a lot of people that collect.
Yeah, that's crazy. But we do have a lot. We have some stuff to give away. But one of the issues of giving stuff away is that it costs a lot of money to give away. Not just the fact that shipping. That's not what we're talking about. And we're not talking about just the price of the item. We're talking about everything. You got to buy a box. You got to wrap it. You got to put it. Send it. Well, unless you're Magic Mike, you don't wrap anything.
You buy Magic Mike. I'm just curious.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I need something. I need something.
Yep.
So
it's been a while. That's right.
It's the whole thing that you're like, man, we just spent 6 months worth of
revenue
of bills of revenue to send out some free gifts.
Hey, at the end of the day, Moose, you forgot if you do win, you got to pay taxes on the prize.
We have your address, Rob. I know.
Yeah. We'll bill you the tax. We'll give you the tax bill.
Lady in the box, are you gonna enter to win some of the stuff and do maybe do something to win something? Because we got stuff to give away.
We do.
Listen, Rob doesn't have to do anything. Rob doesn't.
No, Rob doesn't have to do anything because he gets stuff. He's gonna be good. No, in 2026, he's gonna get a whole huge package.
2026.
It's a time capsule.
I'm thinking. Yeah, what I think one of those things, Rob. I think one of those things it might be in there. Here, let me. I'm gonna help you. Some of the stuff that might be in there.
Rob didn't think it was funny.
You might get old tech. You might get like an old Samsung watch. You might get one of those in 2026.
Nice.
Yeah, you might get that.
Show him the Nokia flip phone.
Hold on.
But wait.
There's more. He's got an Apple Nano.
You might get one of these.
Man.
These are called cassettes. And this is Return of the Jedi. So very cool.
Pull it out. See what it does.
No, you don't want to mess with that.
Maybe an old T-shirt. Hey, listen.
Maybe an old T-shirt.
Maybe an old T-shirt. Maybe. It might.
A used hat. It might have possible.
It might have 4 podcast members in that T-shirt. Now we only have 3. Or you could Walt Disney Return of the King. This one here. Or you could end up with one of these. It's a Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh my goodness! Look at
cassette.
that. Hey,
Now
and
Rob
that
is
was.
gonna be
Let me tell you
expecting one of
something.
those, just so you know.
Let me tell you something. That one's worth money. It's weathered. That one's worth money.
Oh, you see the weathering on it? Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was.
I'm
That one's.
pretty
That
sure
one's
it
been in
still
a couple of Sony Walkmans.
Pretty sure it still plays.
It's been in a couple of Sony Walkmans.
Yeah, old tech is awesome to receive in a package. You just, it's like you might get like a Lady in the Box that's,
Listen, I've gotten ketchup packets.
Lady in the Box. I got to ask Lady in the Box. Lady in the Box, do you have a Lady in the Box? That's the question. I want to know the answer to that because that might help us.
Well, I've
slightly,
received
slightly sweaty hat, and it's white, by the way. So it's a white,
white with
with a little bit of yellow tint, right around the
little bit around the brim, just around the.
We call that aged color. We call that aged color. Oh, she said yes. I do in my room.
So do you in your house? Do you is there any talk like does someone say your name and it, like it goes off or like how does that work? Because I really want to know because that could be very confusing. I need to know.
I don't know. Let's try it out. I'm going to say it right now.
Listen, I tell you what, send her Magic Mike, send her the link to join the show right now. We're going to bring her on live, and then we'll just have a discussion to find out what happens. How about that?
Yeah, we'll do that.
I think that's what we should do right now.
Yeah, that's good.
Go ahead.
If she doesn't do it, we take her out the jar. reverse the jar. So
yeah, we pick a loser out of the jar, and nickname.
Okay. Now we've started another conversation.
What's the nickname?
It's another conversation.
Let's go deeper in this road before we get started because we might as well. We've gone this way.
That layoff.
Yeah. Okay. Now, one more time.
Hey, there's another one inside. Okay, keep going.
yeah. Trust me, these boxes are endless. I can do this all night.
She went back to the original.
Oh, you went back to the original. So we look at mess.
Yeah,
this is after a full day of
yeah. Some of us been working
today. Yeah. Some of us haven't. Look at Game God.
Yeah,
he hasn't worked today. Look, that guy hasn't worked like it.
Hey, I know you ain't gonna say it.
Worked like 2 years.
Oh my goodness, truth and there's not.
So yeah, don't worry about it. You can. It's fine. We all look a mess. I think I wore this shirt last week on the podcast. As a matter of fact. I'm pretty sure.
That does look
I
familiar.
haven't showered.
Yeah. Game guys figure out how to get by with it. So
I only have about 10 of these, so they all look similar. I get in trouble.
I only have 3 shirts to fit. What are you talking about? I gotta make sure I gotta rotate them out in the right.
Well, that's why I keep buying new ones. Yeah. So what's the nickname? I forgot. You didn't say that. I didn't read it.
Yeah, she conveniently forgot too.
That's why she went somewhere else completely.
Hey, she signed off. She signed off.
Sorry.
We're just waiting. Keep going.
We just got booted. What was that?
Yep.
Oh, there we go. There we go. She said it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. I think if I say that, mine will still go off.
Hey, let me check. Let me try it. Let me try it for you.
No. You can't try it. I would have to try it. I think it would still go off.
Do it.
Unless hers doesn't go off. If hers doesn't go off, then maybe I could say that.
Well, if you have a Spanish
accent, it doesn't go off, right?
If you have a Spanish accent, it'll go off.
If it goes Spanish, it may or may not work.
Hey, remember
what if I did what if I did a double L? What if I did the LL?
I just want to hear you do the double L. Go for it.
Yeah. Pick any word and do double L.
Oh, this is easy. Yexi. That's what I would sound like.
Oh my goodness,
I'm just saying.
in tears here.
And next he's gonna roll his R's. Come on, Moose.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get the R's.
No, that's not R. No, there's no R's in Yexi.
No. I said that's the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna roll the R.
Oh no, I can do that one, but that's yeah. If we did RR EXI. Yaxie.
There you go.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, get the little thing. All right. See, Yaxie, exactly. See? It's done, Yaxie. That is your new name. I want to see that on your gamer tag and
all your business cards.
And all your business cards. Yes, please. Yaxie, whenever you're ready to come on, we've got the extra camera here. We're good to go, and then we can talk about Transformers. Actually, let's get started because we need to talk about Transformers and things before Rob decides he's
before the Knicks start winning.
I think he already left.
Before the Knicks start going ahead. All right. Let me do this here. There's a time where I was able to let's see. Oh yeah, I did it. Look at that. Boom. All right. Here we go. Oh, Transformer trailer. Oh, it's so nice to see that one out and about. Gran Turismo, a game as a trailer and a movie? Yes. Oh, it's coming. Twisted Metal as a series on your favorite Peacock. And, of course, we're going to talk about the $1 Billion Club. All of that and so much more.
According to Wikipedia, a nerd is a person seen as overly intellectual, obsessive, introverted, or lacking social skills. Many so-called nerds are described as being shy, quirky, pedantic, and unattractive. We're here to prove Wikipedia right.
Oh, look who they let in.
This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. If it's fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, movies, interviews, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, and here's your host, Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike.
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Episode number 388. Can you believe that? And we have all the gang is here. The chat room is going. You're the only thing that's missing. Thanks for joining us on the podcast night. Yes. Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, join us in the chat room, YouTube, Facebook, and that's it, I think.
Let me tell you something. I gotta give it to Moose. Original statements, original lines every week. It's
every single week.
You don't really believe that, do you? You can see him looking at the cue cards that he's reading.
No, I
changes
believe
it out.
No,
you know what he's using now, don't you? He just uses Chat GPT.
Oh, there you go. That's what
it is. Chat GPT tells me everything I should be saying.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, honestly, Game God, you're absolutely correct. It is all original every week.
Yeah, I can't believe it. My brain still works on occasion, but
388 times later.
Listen, 77. That's pretty good for 77.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Hey, don't give him that. It's 76. Come on.
Oh,
man.
sorry.
He's got 3 more months.
Oh, let's see. Let me see if JP is in the chat room there. Thanks for joining us, JP. We got Rob in the chat room. We got Yaxie in the chat room. We got everybody in the chat room ready to talk. We're going to talk about. Well, I want to get to. I know some of our regular listeners and join us in the chat room. Rob's got to get back to the basketball game. I know, and he came on to talk about Transformers, even to listen maybe to what's being said about it. Now, new trailers out for Transformers. Game God, why don't you start us off here real fast?
So the new trailer's out, and I gotta tell you, when I first saw the trailer, the original trailer that came out, when they showed the hair on Primal Optimus or Optimus Primal,
yes.
I was like, I'm not with this. I'm not with this because I just don't like the Beast Wars, and I never liked the Beast Wars cartoon. Don't like the movie. So I watched this trailer, and hey, where did I miss the email that Unicron was going to be in this? Because Unicron is in this one, and I was like, what? I started the trailer over for when they said Unicron was coming. I'm like, is this the right trailer I'm watching? Because that piqued my interest.
As a matter of fact, I remember you saying we need a Transformers with Unicron in it.
That's right. That's right. And so when they mentioned his name, I rewound the trailer. It started again for it. Now I'm paying attention, and I'm watching it now with my attention 100%. And I got to tell you, I like what I'm seeing at this point. I can get past the hairs on the gorilla because Unicron is in it. What do you think, Moose?
Oh, let me tell you something. I saw this trailer and I didn't think the other trailer was bad, but I didn't think it was great. And so I was a little concerned about how the movie was gonna react. I gotta tell you, when I saw this trailer, this one, oh man, this thing had so many elements, so many layers of goodness that I thought, they're doing something right here. Like it almost felt like they listened to some fans. Now I'm not sure why they went with the Beast War bit. I don't understand that piece. But putting Unicron and then talking about how he eats planets, I'm like, oh yeah, this is where we need to be. And by the way, Optimus has never sounded better. I love the way I love his voice. I love the way he sounds. And quite frankly, I thought the teamwork they were using, the way that they said we've been around for years, and you see the beast come in and swoop around. I really thought they were onto something here. I really think they have something good. I hope it doesn't disappoint.
As I started to watch this trailer, it felt weird because of all the other movies we've had, and I thought, there's something different. There's something weird about this. This is not the same. I can't get the same comments of, it looks okay. I may or may not watch it, because this really looks good. It really does. And I thought that this is going to be the movie, probably the best Transformers movie. Is this what we're going to say about Beast Wars? It's going to be the best Transformers movie that's ever come out for live action. And so this is what we're going to get, I think. And I can tell you that I'm super excited because my favorite Transformers, actually, and I have yet to see it in any movie as of recent. And I know it's not a main character really in the grand scheme of it, but I'm a huge Porsche fan. And when I saw Mirage in this, I thought, oh, this is so cool. I've been waiting to see him in a movie. And so I'm excited to see him.
So it's cool. Mirage is in there. Rob did put in there. He's not happy about Wheeljack's look. I get it, right? So there's some Transformers don't translate 100%. Listen, at the end of the day, Bumblebees doesn't really look like what Bumblebees look like, but
absolutely true. Yeah.
But for car marketing and purposes that involve money, that's what Bumblebee looks like now. So and to your point too, Magic Mike, Mirage wasn't a Porsche. She was what was like a formula car or something like that.
Yeah, he's been different ones, but the Porsche one was my favorite version.
Correct. So but the fact of the matter is that the biggest iconic, right? The most iconic Transformer besides the mainstream is finally has made it into the movie, and that's Unicron.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Unicron is on a Galactus level for Marvel.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
it is an extinction event, right? So you're like, what is this? What's going to happen? And then from here, I mean, you can spawn depending on how the movie goes, right? And to your point, Moose, I don't know what the Beast Wars, why they put the Beast Wars piece in there. I think it's marketing. I think it's to sell. Maybe it was to throw it off, right? Because we thought it was all Beast Wars. I thought it was all Beast Wars when I saw it.
Correct.
So and they're going the whole combining all the Transformers together to go against Unicron. I think that's a great idea. Now, the proof is going to be in the pudding. How do they make this work with Unicron transforming into a big giant robot and eating planets?
How do you
like yeah. So that's what it's going to be. Are they going to go the original Transformers in '86? The head blows off and something like that, or what are they going to do? But I am extremely pleased on what I've seen so far.
Well, I didn't realize he was wearing glasses, by the way. I didn't. And that shouldn't be the case. I didn't see that.
He doesn't have clear vision.
Well, I think the reason why Game God they may have chosen Beast Wars because it could be a fresh start without starting over, if you know what I mean. They don't have to redo the characters. They could just start a different storyline, bringing in the Transformer world. And I think that's a good way for us not to go, oh, it's a reboot, because it's not a reboot.
Or they needed a bunch of Transformers to kill off, and the Beast Wars ones are the ones that kill off.
That could be true too.
They did it in the movie. They killed off all the originals to introduce the new ones.
So that's what what Rob is saying there. I agree with that. That's what I'm a little concerned about with the team up, is that you're telling me now you're going to beat Unicron with just by what they showed in the trailer and the way they were transforming and jumping around and jumping out of planes and flying. Like I loved all that. I thought it looked better than any other Transformer in the past, but that's not good enough to take out Unicron. That's
But wait,
I guess
wait
that's
a minute.
so I agree with you.
Wait a minute.
Yes, go ahead.
Let's talk to the Transformer historian here. All right. So if we
All right,
go,
let's
if
talk
we
to
take, if we take
What's
a
his number?
travel back in 1986, and we watch the animated movie, technically, Hot Rod with the Matrix of Leadership beat Unicron. One Transformer and the Matrix of Leadership is what beat Unicron. So,
okay.
so to make that argument, we don't know the other factors involved.
No, we don't know. We don't know.
So if it's going to
I
be a
just said
straight up
I'm
7-on-1, if it's going to be a 7-on-1, I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's silly. That's
Yeah.
silly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But if they get inside him like the Magic School Bus and they beat him up from the inside out, well, that's a different story, you know.
Yeah.
So
That might be okay. you might be on something there. Yeah. So they're gonna shrink down. Well, they don't need to shrink. He's big enough. But yeah. So it would be interesting to see how they play this out.
Rob, don't
It's
count
also-
it out, Rob. Don't count it out yet, Rob.
Yeah, definitely worth watching. It seems like so far.
I love that big gorilla grabbing one of those scorpions and biting. Just like head
That
off.
was great.
Oh, that was pretty cool. Anyway, yeah. So seeing some of those elements though, and just that whole battle scene that we saw in the trailer looked good. It looked spectacular, and that's what we want to see in a Transformers movie. I also want to see original Transformers though. So
Correct.
I don't like it when you don't get something that nostalgic. I guess the nostalgia piece coming back to that was when they obviously did the flashback to 94.
Yes.
I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Or I say flashback. I mean, it could be set. The whole thing could be set in 94. I don't think so.
But it definitely looks like they upped their game from the last one, because I think even the scenes they showed of the Beast Wars, of the Beast Transformers I didn't look as good as they look now. Maybe because they're in motion now, or whatever. And I had a complaint about them being like disproportionalized and it seemed in this trailer, maybe it's just different angles, could be the same thing. Maybe I'm just hyped with Unicron, that it didn't seem to be it seemed to be different. It seemed to be like it fit better.
Well, I think you'd be excited about Optimus Primal and whose voice that is. I don't know if you know it or not, but that's what would be my assumption of what you're truly excited about.
I didn't look at the voices, so
I don't want to say, because I don't know if Moose doesn't have a desire to know typically.
Oh no! If you want to tell me, I typically don't know, but you could tell me. Go ahead, tell me.
It's Ron Perlman.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Really? Oh
About
man,
that?
That's awesome.
So Gigi's definly in now. I can see it in his
yes,
face.
yes, yes. Let's go. Let's watch it. When does it come out again? Let me look that up.
JP said in the chat room they need to do Soundwave justice. I don't think we're going to see Soundwave. If we saw Soundwave, that would be terrific. I just don't think we're going to see him.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I
don't think you're going to see. I don't think you're going to see much of the
Megatron. No Decepticons really. Agreed.
So, but let's see what happens. I'll be interested to see what happens. But we go from something that looked good to something, in my opinion, I think it's going to be a bomb and it's going to look horrible, right?
What's that?
Have you seen the teaser trailer for the Twisted Metal series?
I did.
Right.
I did.
So this is
like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So it's a series. It's gonna be on Peacock. It's an original series on Peacock. And anybody who doesn't know the Twisted Metal series, this was the OG game on PlayStation 1. I think it was an original launch title for the PlayStation 1. Coming in the big cardboard box.
By the way, I had that box. With the game. I sold that box with the game recently, just a couple of months ago.
Really?
I sold that box and game for like $130 or something.
Should have kept it.
Wow.
Should have kept it.
Because you probably paid $300 for it at the time.
Should have kept it. So,
no, I probably paid $35 for it at the time.
I mean,
you're probably right. You probably got a 5 for 20 special. So at the same time, so this is only a teaser, but any trailer that starts off with the face of a person that's famous or a celebrity can't be good, right?
That's not true. That's not true.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I gotta tell you, I thought this trailer looked good. This teaser trailer for Twisted Metal, this thing has potential as a series, not as a movie.
I am 100% on board with Moose, because you get the feel of the video game as he pops up on the trailer and it's showing who he is, and as you get to, and you also get the clown van in there, which is
Sweet Tooth.
I was Sweet Tooth. Yeah, I was concerned that with the teaser piece, I was like, this doesn't look like much. And then it was good. But when they added that piece in, you're like, oh yeah, I'm in, because it's a movie about, or it's, excuse me, a series and about the game. I
Correct.
felt like it was about the game. I really did. I feel like you can go with it. And the fact that it's a series made me more excited as Moose is saying. The movie, probably not.
Because you can add the story along, and you can go in different ways as a TV series or as a show that you wouldn't have to do in a movie, and kind of, just like a Michael Bay film if you try to do it as a movie.
Yes. And they had so many different games that came out with it, Twisted Metal version.
The fact is, he's driving an older car. He's got that old Sony
that was funny. That was funny.
He puts a CD in. I thought this was just great.
I had that CD player, that exact same one.
I did too.
So here's
back all the memories.
Yes.
Here's why I didn't like it. I think the only thing that connected it to Twisted Metal.
35 people just said, "What's a CD player?"
Yeah, they're googling it. It's googling. We got a spike. It's trending. The only thing that connected it to Twisted Metal was Sweet Tooth. Was the clown?
No, that's not true.
No,
the car. First of all, the cars that he's driving, he turns around and starts firing missiles out of the top end of the motor of the intake. I thought that was great.
That's Mad Max.
So Twisted Metal stole it from Mad Max.
I'm not arguing that point, but I'm just saying it could be a Mad.
It did not look like a Mad Max at all. Actually,
no,
it doesn't.
You're only
look
comparing
like
it because of what it did, but it doesn't look like it at all. It looks
I didn't say.
Like I said, when you start off, and it's Anthony Mackie who's starring in it. When you see him, you're
Captain
like,
America.
Yeah, he stands there, and he.
That's Falcon.
Yeah, and it shows who it is. It's exciting to see that this is how you're picking. You're scrolling through your screen, picking your player who you want. You're like, oh, do I want him? Do I want him? That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
What's
wrong with that?
Let's see what the next. Let's see what the next trailer for this show is gonna look like, because I wasn't convinced with this one.
Okay, well, I disagree with you. Now,
episode 3.
Now you're talking about games. Is this the time that they're moving, to where a lot of games becoming shows or movies? Because the next trailer that we have on our docket is Gran Turismo. Now, I've played this game, not in every iteration of late, but in every iteration through like number 5.
Yeah.
And it was a great game. Very detailed in the game. Very detailed. Like, you could go in and minute details for your cars and adjustments on camber. And
is it the most realistic racing simulator? Would you say
that I've ever seen? Yeah. Okay. And I haven't played all of them, but as is going back, you can just look at it, the caster camber, like you're going, wow. See, that brought back memories, Magic Mike, didn't it?
Oh my gosh. I remember the phone calls you and I would have back and forth. Hey, what'd you set yours at? Hey, this is what I have. Which car did you just pick up? And then when you could add music to it as you drove around, because some of those achievements were long, took hours, right?
Yes, hours.
Yeah.
Hours.
And I'd have my playlist and I would just sit and just go. And there was a couple of tricks and things you could learn how to do, but
the toe on it. Yeah, sure there were. The toe, and you had to adjust your if you had a wing on your car, you had to adjust that. You adjust the height of your car. Like, there's so many adjustments, and then you went to the engine, and you could make so many adjustments. Anyway, it was a guy's car game. It really was. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it every time. And when I saw this trailer, I understand wanting to have this thrill of driving, and driving the cars that you're playing. I think that's pretty cool. In this trailer, this guy he's picked to a group of people are picked because the way they play it, and then something happens. They picked because of the way they play it. And if they win this test, they're going to drive a real car in a real race.
What do you think about that?
During all of this, they're showing this. Then it shows based on a true story, and I'm like, what? What true story is this? This is not a true story. I'd have to fact check this.
It wasn't on Facebook, so it's not real.
No, I can't believe that. Based on a true story is very loose. That's very loose interpretation of really what happened, I'm sure.
I cannot imagine. And that's when you hear the based on piece, right? When people start talking about that based on true story, because sometimes they're close and sometimes they're not. And when I saw that, Moose, I felt the same way you did. I'm like, wait a minute. Are they saying that, hey, what's up, White Lightning? Welcome. When they say, hey, this is based on true story, what part is it? Is it
Right.
did you play Gran Turismo and then all of a sudden you're driving, an Indy car, you're driving, in Gran Turismo, or
car, yeah.
or are you somebody who just grew up and then you over the odds you became a driver? Because I think this is going to be loose. But here's where I'm at. When I heard about the trailer, I thought this is pretty cool just because of Gran Turismo. And then when I started to watch the trailer, and I thought, you know what? Maybe the game should stay the game in this scenario. Because the reality is that you can feel like, oh, I know how to, like you said, Moose, I can adjust the camera, I can adjust these different things and get different shocks, and I'm ready to go. I know this track. He even says that in the trailer, right? I know this track, but the feel of it, of actual driving, is completely different. Moose, you and I have had some pretty fast cars in our time, and it's a whole nother ball game than just playing on the video game.
It is. It's not even close to being the same.
It's not, because if I did those things in my real car, it's not happening. It's just not.
So it's fun to listen to you guys, because I know you guys are car heads. You do a lot of stuff with cars, or at one point in your time, you did do a lot of stuff with cars.
Yeah.
And you love the game Gran Turismo. I was never a car racer game. I never liked Gran Turismo. I thought it looked great. For me, it was a little too complicated because I didn't know about cars like that. So I just didn't get the gear ratios and the tail, all that wind speed and all that stuff. Now, as I watched the trailer, the story's a little out there, to your point. Like, it is not the same, right? That's like saying, hey,
Orlando Bloom is in it. So for anybody who likes Orlando Bloom, there you go.
Yeah, so the story is out there. It's like saying, "Hey, I play Star Wars Galaxies. Now I can fly a TIE fighter." It's like it's that kind of reaching. But I did feel when they showed the racing scenes a little bit of a Days of Thunder feel. The way it's recorded, and so with all the technology today, they can really make it feel like you're on the track. So I love that, because I'll throw on Days of Thunder now, and if whoever doesn't know, it's a Tom Cruise movie from way back in the days. I'll put the Days of Thunder now, and I watch it, and I think it's a great movie. So I got those feels. The story's a little wonky. It's a little out there. It makes people feel like, hey, if I'm an e-gamer, an esports gamer, then I can compete and actually be a driver. But
okay, so here's a comparison. It's like putting on, I don't know, maybe using Madden.
Football. Yeah. Do it. No, you can use it.
So using Madden and saying, okay, football, I'm really good at Madden football on the, PlayStation 5 or Xbox. And I think I could go out there on the field and play pro ball. Like it's not saying that. It's completely different. Like it's not even close. Like it's not even close. You can't do that. I don't care. And as a matter of fact, the best Madden player out there, I'd love to see him out on a field with the NFL player.
Now,
not half as fast, not half as strong, it wouldn't even be a competition.
And I know they try to make him go through like some kind of boot camp in the trailer, but listen, at the end of the day, as they describe what a driver goes through, because you don't really know what a driver goes through, right? You don't know what it feels like in there unless you went to, like, what is that that experience, that racetrack experience that you can go to.
Like in Daytona.
Yeah, you don't know
you're limited to your speed. You still are limited.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't know what it is.
He's describing it. He's like, you're going to be you're going to be in the cockpit of this car, and it's going to be 140 degrees. I don't think anybody's experienced 140 degrees in their car. Like that's one of the
and you don't realize.
I've done 120, but that's about maybe 122. But other than that, no.
No, but he says the temperature is 140 degrees in the car.
That's what I'm saying. 122 in my car, and
okay.
I've had that. So
missed that.
But that's my point. Is to go. That is this gamer hasn't experienced that. But then he goes through and talking about the G's that they're pulling on this car. Like, you can't feel that. If you feel that, you're gonna know it's real. And it's a completely different feeling. So, and I guess that's.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you a controversial question here. Are race car drivers sports Are they considered sport athletes, race car
This is a
drivers?
completely controversial question. Are they
Because they
sports?
mentioned
That's
it.
like saying a different podcast. What are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, that's
Well,
like-
they mentioned
that's
it
like
in the
saying, well,
trailer.
is golf really a sport? Like, like you're just come on. You're
I'm
asking
gonna
the wrong
troll you.
question.
I'm gonna troll you.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere else
Yeah.
with this because
The quick
as I-
answer is no, it's not. Sorry, but it does take some talent though. There's no question that it takes talent, but it's not. You don't think you have to be athletically inclined. I mean, I don't see Jeff Gordon going up and giving nice 3-point shots on the basketball field.
what are you
well,
betting?
there's a difference between athletically inclined and being physically fit because you do have to be physically fit. And I know that's what you're saying, Moose. You do have to be physically fit to drive and to do those things. You have to have strength anyway. I don't want to go all down that road, but I have a little bit of information because I was curious, and Moose and I both said this can't be a true story based on a true story. So as I'm looking at this, it's based on a true story. However, they leave out some of the details, right? So there's this guy, he does enter this contest, a Gran Turismo contest, but he only finishes third. I'm not sure what he does in the movie. He's probably in the movie, he's probably going to be first place.
He's gonna win. Yeah,
right.
Sure.
But you don't get to see. I don't know if there's any background. He's probably raced at some point in time in his life, regardless of what he's doing through here. So there is that looseness in this.
Yeah. Because you could say that, okay, well, I played football, in real life. I didn't play in the NFL, but I've played football, and therefore, when I play Madden, I understand the schemes of what's going on in the field. So therefore, I could play it well, but you may not be the best. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
But you could play it very well because you understand how to read, a play or see things that people just don't see. So that's absolutely possible. All I'm saying is that based on a true story is really loose. That's really loose.
I would agree.
So what's not loose is the $1 billion club. I don't know if you know if you heard about that. There's something called the $1 billion club, and it pertains to movies. So
I have that platinum card for that.
Do you?
Movie. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. We're not that one. So
Gotcha.
I bring this up because since the pandemic, there have only been 5 movies that have reached the $1 billion milestone at the box office since the pandemic.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to give you the 4 movies, and I'm going to tell you what the 5th one that just got in there, and you probably get it once I start talking about it.
Let's see.
There you go. That's the $1 billion club.
Yeah. Can you move your finger? Can you move your?
No, I cannot.
Hold it there a little longer. So here are the 4 movies currently in the $1 billion club since the pandemic. You guys are silly. All right, so
you have your own card.
Yep, I have mine, but mine doesn't say billion on it. Mine says only million. I don't know.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
But yours just has the 1.
Magic Mike, request to put your. Yeah, that's funny. Magic Mike, can you put your Spider-Man mask on?
It's a lot of effort.
All right, so here are the movies. $1 billion club. Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Okay.
Right, so this is since the pandemic.
Okay.
Top Gun Maverick.
Okay.
Jurassic World Dominion. Which I didn't know that they hit a billion.
Yeah, I got surprised. Yeah. Okay.
Avatar: The Way of Water. I lost like 6 bets. And the 5th movie that made it into the $1 billion club as of 26 days of release.
Hold on. Are we talking?
Ahead.
This is convenient. We're talking about this a few days.
Hold on a second. I got to adjust. You're telling me in 26 days, somebody's hit $1 billion in 26 days?
Correct.
I don't believe you.
I know who it is.
In 26 days, the Super Mario Brothers movie has made $1 billion at the box office worldwide.
Wow.
Right? That's incredible.
490 million out of North America alone. And 500.
What did it do in Japan? Because in Japan on the 28th of April.
Yeah, that was just recent.
Yeah, so 532 million international. I don't have the Japanese number by itself. But to hit $1 billion in 26 days of release, that's crazy, right?
Mind blowing.
It is now. It is an hour and 40-minute movie. I want you to know that, right? So it is not a 3-hour monumental trilogy of some sort.
Isn't that so interesting?
Yeah, it is an hour and actually an hour and 39 minutes is the
That's
runtime of
crazy.
this movie. Right. It is, if you haven't seen it, it is straight to the point. It's literally Save the Mario Kingdom, Mushroom Kingdom. It's nothing extra. There it is. Go ahead. I think we have a celebrity in the house.
Yeah, we do have a celebrity in the house. Hold on just a moment. Let me see. Are you ready, sir? Yeah.
Just be. I love you.
That's what you get.
I'm telling you. So it is amazing. And if you haven't seen it, I did finish seeing it, by the way. It is a really great animated movie. A lot of cameos, as we led to before. A lot of music.
I think that Peaches song. I think that song is like it's got to be trending like #1 in like Apple iTunes or
it's gonna be the one song that hits platinum from a
from a movie, from a
cartoon
movie.
I think it is in the top 10 on the Billboard top 10. I don't know where it's at.
Top 40.
Yeah, top 40. Yeah.
Top 40,
go ahead.
top
Do the
10.
voice. Do the voice. I know you know the voice. Do the voice. Casey Kasem, come on.
That's something. That's Magic Mike's tone. I can't hit Casey Kasem quite right.
But yeah, $1 billion, guys. 26 days. I don't know if that's a record in its own, but that is crazy that it hit $1 billion. And that's gonna lead me into my next quick topic here is the most expensive movies made. Do you guys have an idea of maybe just the top 3 of the most expensive movies made? And I'll give you a hint. It's mostly comic book movies.
I would imagine so.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
That was the best we got.
Hey, somebody's Googling that. What does that mean?
Yeah.
So I just want to hit you guys with this. I don't want to stay too much long on this. Jason, JP
Okay.
in the room says,
I think we should do our own podcast or sci-fi version of this song. I think we should do it like a little.
I love it.
A video.
we should. Right, we do it. Let's put it on TikTok.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We can do it. We can do this right here. We're gonna do one by next week. You all 3 of us are gonna do a song. Okay.
We'll all do one spliced. All right, so top 10. I'm only going to do the top 5 just to keep it short. Number 5 on the most expensive movies made. Most expensive movie made. JP hit it in the audience. Endgame. Avengers Endgame was number 5 at $356 million to make this movie.
That's a lot of dough.
That's a lot.
Okay, and then when you get, are you going to tell me how much Super Mario costs to make?
No, Super Mario is not even close to this list.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So do you have it in there?
This is another podcast. That's a profit piece that they're making, and that's what I'm trying to get.
Yeah, I'll get you that number before the end here.
All right, Jurassic World is next.
Nope, number 4, Age of Ultron at 365.
365 Age of Ultron. That's surprising. I know there's got to be a Pirates in there somewhere. I would imagine, because I know when it was talked about when it came out.
So it's
right,
funny. It's funny.
I think it would be mostly newer ones anyway, but just because of the cost, I would think.
So it's funny.
Yeah,
in true Magic Mike fashion, he looked it up already. Number 3, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, 379 million. It's number 3.
Wow.
379
Always
million.
cheating. That guy.
Whatever.
All right. Number 2. All right. Here's it.
Hold on, wait. Game God. I mean, Moose is gonna guess it. I can feel
number
it.
2. Go ahead. Give me number 2.
His eyes. He's looking.
I'm gonna go with JP's pick. Avatar.
All right. I wish I had a button here. Number 2, Star Wars. Which one though?
Oh, really?
Which one?
Really?
Which one?
The last one.
Which one's the last one?
I don't
Rise of the Skywalker.
Rise of the Skywalker.
Yeah.
Good guess, Matt.
Okay.
Moose. Rise of the Skywalker.
Oh yeah, he wasn't looking that up at all. Yeah.
416 million.
Right.
And it grossed over 1 billion worldwide on a $416 million budget. So
okay.
And the number 1.
I had number 1.
Number 1.
Give me a drum roll, Magic Mike. You can't give me a drum roll. Okay. All right.
Unbelievable.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Couldn't hear it? That was the closest I could get. There's nothing close to me here.
Right, keep going.
Number 1, Star Wars, The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens.
At 447 million, the most expensive film of all time.
It's worth it.
Comes from a 2015 Star Wars movie.
It's worth it.
So
it's worth it.
I thought that list was pretty interesting. Just to let you know, Avatar was number 6, so Avatar did make the list.
Okay.
Okay.
What list? So you say make the list. What's the list?
It's
Top
the list
10?
of just
top 20.
top 10. Yeah, it was in the top 10.
Okay.
Top 10. There was another Marvel's movie in there, and Fast X, the last Fast and the Furious, also was on that list.
It's terrible. Yeah, that's horrible. Can't believe they put like that kind of.
That was worth it. Let me get a drink.
That was worth it. It was worth it. Hey, we don't leave no one behind because we're family. But in the room, Gene said that Mario cost $100 million to make.
100 million?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that right?
So I'll
That's
fact check it. Let me run it through the numbers. I'll fact check.
Put it on the old bat computer.
And that
what's this?
and that all went to the stars. You kidding me?
What happened? Yeah, what happened to the Batcave computer? What's that? He had what do you call it? The Bat computer? What do you call it? Anybody know?
I do not.
No, I do not.
don't remember at all.
I know he has shark repellent. 100 million is correct.
Oh, nice. Way to go, Gene. All right. Yeah, nice. That's come on, another
Who's gonna
thing.
win a prize?
Next week we talk about your favorite stuff again, whatever that is. Hey, let's see who would have potentially won something tonight. Roll your dice, cross your fingers. We're gonna pick a winner.
JP,
Are you kidding?
unbelievable!
Are you
Once
kidding?
every 2 years he comes on.
Hey, give that guy a gold coin.
I was just leaving. Da-da-da-da.
Nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert.
You've been listening to Podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike. Nerds have more fun. If it's anything sci-fi, we're talking about it. We had fun, and we hope you did too. We have to split, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, hit us up at podcast4sci-fi.com. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Come to life.